Ripple, I can't. We could talk about this. Oh no, he's going away. No, no. He's back to where he's supposed to be. Ooh. with all due respect, Okage.
Daddy? Hey.
You said, how's everyone doing? Probably the worst time. This is the tower escape music. Oh my god, that's absolutely fantastic. Can you speak up a little bit? I can't hear you over the badass music. Gotta be right here. Yeah.
You're not beating the allegation, Charlie.
I'm built different. Controller, no!
Maybe you're just built worse. I mean, that's different.
Yeah. So his whole gimmick is using the lens of truth and just being able to see where he is at all times. But I kind of like to show off when it comes to this fight, so I'm not going to do that. Maybe I should do that. Good amount, but not as much as we wanted to, and Chance and I decided that it would be very fun to do a co-stream today. We also have a friend Chompy here. He's not streaming this, but he's along for the fun. There's Chance. He's gonna be orcish green since he's a watermelon orc. And then here's Chompy, the big purple man that lit himself on fire. I have just moved left and right this entire match. And right.
You're going up and down.
And left. And right.
This is like the one thing that's like really bad for me because oh god.
Oh no, I can't go left, right.
We got pushed.
And right. And left.
So, by the way, Psychic, yeah,
and left.
Fenric won. Right at the end.
Yeah.
Right at the end of Jeopardy.
Hey, just a mine.
Oh.
Good.
All right, let's go. I see.
Did not think that that would be the first fire door.
Smooth.
Oh, trust me, I'm well aware. Was it? Oh my god. Welp. First death. Hello, sir. Don't mind the fact that somebody just died behind you. Just take some fuel and get out of here. Good. No drop frames. Last stream, I streamed on Saturday and had a hell of a time. I had to switch back. I see.
And that's all we're gonna say about it.
Okay, you know. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! No. Gonna need to be having an outfit that fits the occasion, right? So, I think we could change right into this. Why is it T-posing? No, it was ruined. Oh, that counts. Okay. Yeah! I did it! When you figure out the mechanics, you can beat the boss. Who would have guessed? Awesome. Okay. That's so dope. Oh, well, shit. I looked at chat and he got fucked up. Baby again, food. Enjoy, enjoy.
All right, if I get to cool, I'll be very, very sad.
Don't fight for the coup then.
A funny
It's a
moment
battle.
fight.
I need a win. All of
Yeah, I got the coom.
you.
Ooh.
I'll lather it all over me.
Oh.
I'm sure it'll make you glow in the dark.
A glowing.
Get away, Watermelon! Get away, Waluigi!
You can do it, Chance. You can do it.
Yeah! I did. I won.
What?
What?
I entered in a cheat code before we entered that mini game. I'm sorry.
Really short notice and annoying, but I don't know. But again, it's more likely that the devs just did this themselves. I gotta focus again. I'm getting there at least. Like, I'm making the progress. I just gotta beat it. Bad example. Another bad example. Okay, third bad example. Come on. No, I don't like that, sir. It's me. I'm Destiny.
Let's see if he does it again.
Oh my god, I genuinely thought he was about to do it again. Good evening, everyone. Time for the new outfit. Aha! I did pretty much show this off on Blue Sky already and in the Discord, but and pretty much everywhere but Twitch. But I haven't. I streamed Wednesday night, and then after stream, I was in a weird mood, and all of a sudden my body was like, "Hey, new outfit." So I went ahead and got this baby. And yeah, I love this outfit so much. I am honestly kind of debating on making this kind of like the new permanent look. Like, I always have my like gray turtleneck be my main look. Like, that was the OG look when I got the new hair and stuff like that, kind of. But with this new hair, I've been kind of thinking of a different outfit that potentially make like this is me kind of deal. And I don't know, it's kind of similar to the turtleneck. It's its own turtleneck, just long sleeve. And I like everything involving it. So there is a possibility that this just becomes the main new outfit. Welcome in, Raider Sonic, in the YouTube chat. I don't know, I just feel really cunty with this outfit, and it's going very well. So this very well may become the new main outfit. If there's something better I'll think about it, but so far this is what I'm thinking of. So pretty much what's going on today is that we are going ahead and the plan is that we're pretty much going to finish ukulele. That's the plan, at least. I don't know if that will happen, but that's pretty much what is going on at the moment. Is pretty much that we are going through the last little bits for 100% completion and pretty much going to finish the game from there. So that's the plan. Before we go ahead and continue the game, there is one quick thing I want to bring up, and that's the fact that we're okay. Oh, I know. That is the fact that I motherfucking called it. I fucking called it. I don't know what weird magic that my brain has been concocting, but I've been manifesting weird stuff as of late, and I fucking called that as soon as either I was on the day of beating it or a couple days afterwards when we would get the release date. And lo and behold, here we are. That motherfucking release date trailer releases this morning. The remake does, like how it shows in the picture, the remake does come out in October. So it's not like it's something that's boom, I beat the game and then immediately it comes out, but it's still pretty recent after I beat the game that they decide to pull this. And I know they're not actually doing it because of me and my manifestations and stuff like that. It's just insanely funny how this keeps happening. So gotta love that. So you're welcome, I guess, for manifesting that. Even though we knew the remake was coming this year, you're welcome regardless, I guess. Weird Sonic in the YouTube chat says, been playing a lot of the Sonic Racing Cross Worlds Open Network test on my Switch since when the server for it officially went live last night. Nice. My bestie, Watermelon Oik, he also was playing it last night, and I was watching him play it a bit, and it looks good. I think it'll definitely be better than Mario Kart. But that being said, I'm not somebody that's like, oh, Mario Kart was terrible, it was bad, blah, blah, blah. I think that Mario Kart World is super fun. Hey, Han, in the TikTok chat, I will have fun with game. Thank you. So, I don't think Mario Kart World is bad, or I don't think it's mediocre or anything like that. I just think that for a $80 game, there was a lot of higher expectations, and not every one of those were met. So I'm still cool with the game. I enjoy the game. I know that it's gonna get even better when it comes to getting DLC and stuff like that. It's just that for right now, game's good, but leaves a little something to be desired. So I think that Sonic is gonna kind of blow it out of the water a little bit. Probably Kirby too, by what I'm looking at of Kirby Air Riders, but it's all wait and see on when those games release. But I'm kind of thinking that Sonic is likely gonna be the best racer out of every one that comes out this year, but we'll see on that. But yeah, that's pretty much all I can really think of. So Yeah, I just wanted to show off the new, you know, I didn't even show off the new outfit in full. Let me do that. Here I am. Snazzy new hair, hot turtleneck, cute skirt. Nice legs, hot as hell legs, you know. All that fun stuff. So yeah, just super hot, super hot. I feel so fucking hot in this outfit, so super great to have it. And yeah, outside of the outfit and showing the manifesting thing, I think that's really about it. So why don't we go ahead and start the game? Right, need to turn down my headset. All right, so last time when we played on Wednesday, we wrapped up World 5. We found in what we were doing World 1 stuff and found a random pirate treasure thing. Did that, which I'm pretty sure the only reward I got for that was just a trophy. We did the ice world. We did a couple things in the overworld. And we pretty much wrapped up on this. So in this world, we have... Where is it? We have one more stamina upgrade, 2 more pages, which one of the pages we'll get once we get the last 10 quills in this world. And then we just have to find the last unique pagey, which I'm already very confident I know where it is. It's just that I need to get over to that area. There was an area that we went into, I think, where was it? I think it, no, that was the maze. Was it over here maybe? I think it was over here. But we needed to come back to this world because of the fact that we needed the... Oh, I'm going directly to the maze. Not doing that. So we needed the spin dash in order to... be able to get that pagey that's in there. So maybe it was over here. I think the main thing will be trying to figure out where this actual thing is, more than the challenge it'll be to get to that pagey, honestly. Actually, it might be in one of the areas that you can swim in. I think that's what it was. I'm like distinctly remembering we swam into that area. But I am glad, like, even if like the whole manifesting thing and stuff like that, I'm frustrated at that, but I already knew that was gonna happen pretty much. I think I don't know if they ever confirmed that if you have the game, the original game, there's a potential you'll get it for free, like the Steam version, stuff like that. I don't know if that'll happen. I don't think they really confirmed that. But at the very least... Ooh, excuse me. Don't know where that came from. At the very least, the game is gonna be super cheap. It's gonna be $30, which I think that was the base price that the OG came out as. I know it's kind of on sale a little bit right now to kind of generate excitement and stuff like that, like for the remake, like, oh, try out the OG before the remake comes out and stuff like that. Yeah, that's fair. Oh yeah, I could fly. What am I doing? This area I could swim in. I think that's the main area. Yeah. I think it might have been this pipe. Yeah, it was in here. Weaver in the YouTube chat said the cough lined up with getting hit. I didn't even realize that. That's nice. So at the very least, the game is going to be cheap that I'll likely be able to get it in some fashion. Wait. Make sure, because the casino level pulled this. There we go. Wee. But I am kind of hoping, because, you know, money is tight and stuff like that, that I do get the potential of getting the remake for free. But I'm also gonna be like perfectly content if I just have to spend the 30 bucks on it. Again, 30 bucks is cheap. It's not like I'm having to spend $70 on it. Ooh, this will be interesting. All right. Well, that wasn't gonna work, I guess. Weaver in the YouTube chat says Silksong quite revealed. That would be more. How much is it? I didn't see that got revealed. I've been looking every day for the potential of pre-orders, but it doesn't seem like it's gonna open for pre-orders. $20, really? That's crazy, actually. I also thought it would be more. I thought it would be like 30 to 40, roughly. I didn't think it was gonna be anything insane like 50 or above, but I definitely thought like minimum 30, max 40 kind of deal. Uh-oh. Oh, I don't like the fact that we're... one quill off, but hopefully it's somewhere easy. Hollow Knight is like only 50, which is true, yeah. Like, Hollow Knight is cheap, but... ah, shit. Hollow Knight is cheap, and it pretty much has always been cheap, but... I kind of always think of those things in like a grander scale type things, and Silksong definitely seems like it's going to be more of a grander scale because of how long it took, pretty much, compared to Hollow Knight. So I'm really worried about that quill. So I definitely thought it'd be minimum, like I said, minimum like 30, maximum 40 kind of deal. But I'm glad that they're pretty much being like, yeah, we took a very long time on it, and even with that, here, Here it is for 20 bucks. Go nuts. I'm going through this again because I really hope that I just missed a quill in here. I don't think that's the case, but I'm really hoping. Oh, alright. Maybe it was because just because Hollow Knight had such an unknown time and view on it before it ever came out, might have taken the same amount. You know, that is true. That is true. Because I don't even know if they really like said much about Hollow Knight's development while it was being made. I definitely never really heard of it. I mean, I may have seen like a preview or two before it came out, but I never really like fully heard of it until it came out and everyone was raving about it because of how fantastic of a Metroidvania it was. That was an idea for a flat. I mean, that would make sense. Not in a mean way, but I could definitely see the idea of like Hollow Knight as a Flash game that turned into a more anime, kind of like Binding of Isaac. Like Binding of Isaac came out as a Flash game, and then and then the creator basically remade it with like more flashy animations and stuff like that. Yeah, shit, we'll have to look around the whole level, I guess. Tiny small game, apple collecting game for, oh, interesting. Watched a video on it so long ago, hardly remember now. No, that's fair. Interesting regardless. This is gonna be real fun going through this entire level. A one quill. I think there's not a lot of noise happening around the house, so I can randomly hear wee-wee off in the distance if I come near it. Hopefully I just see it. Haven't played Hollow Knight in like 5 years. Been wanting to replay it. Yeah, when did I beat it? So there was a point where for this game, this is a part of my A through Z list where, oh, there's a stamina upgrade. I completely forgot we needed that. Five star. Collect all 6 power extender. So this is my A through Z list that I basically concocted to play a bunch of games that I've wanted to play and like haven't wanted to beat for so long and stuff like that. And before doing that for streams and stuff like that, I was doing it in real life in normal games. And during that time, I played a good amount of games with that A through Z type method. And one of the games that I have on pretty much every platform, like Steam, Epic, Xbox, PlayStation, all of it, is Hollow Knight. Because either it's on Game Pass or it got released for free on PlayStation Plus, or I got it was dirt cheap, like whatever the reasoning may be per platform. Excuse me. I don't know why I'm so like I said all of a sudden. Been fine. Ooh! I've been fine all day. Anyway, so are you? Hold on. Oh my God, there it is. There we go. All right, this world is 100%ed. Perfect. Hollow Knight was the game. So once I got to game H's, I was like, oh, you know, I've been really wanting to try out Hollow Knight. So I spent like a couple weekends or a week. I don't remember how long. It was like 3 years ago. And I pretty much did everything in the game. The only thing I really didn't do was the DLC boss rush area. I got very intimidated by that because of having to fight the fucking sun and stuff like that. I think I barely even got to that point in the boss rush, and then once I saw that, I was like, you know, I think I'm good on this. I think I said I wanted to come back to it at some point, but I was just like, I probably don't even have, I don't even know if I have the save data anymore or anything like that. But I loved Hollow Knight. Like, I am not big on Metroidvanias. Not because they're bad to me, it's because of the fact that my brain can't comprehend and do well with, oh, there's this item right here. Oh, but I need an ability to come back for it later. Okay, I'll do that later. Because I get worried that my brain will forget about that item, which doesn't happen a lot, but my brain is still worried about it. And excuse me. And then like I don't want to say, I kind of want to say overwhelmed, but I don't want to say it's overwhelming. I think it's just that like my brain just gets in a mood and then I just don't finish it. But I've been trying to fix that a little bit this year, especially because Silksong coming out. I recently went through the entirety of Metroid Prime. That was super fun. I've been playing Shadow Labyrinth, which I'm definitely not going to beat by the time that Silksong comes out, but Shadow Labyrinth have been super fun. That's the gritty Pac-Man, like, Metroidvania that's super weird looking and fun. I clear out my backlog, but then I chronically go back to replaying Souls-like games. Did mostly all the 2D Castlevanias earlier this year. I like the 2D Castlevanias. I do want to try and go back to the actual side scrollers, not the Metroidvanias, but the actual side scrollers, like 1, 2, 3, 4. Not really 2 as much, but 1, 3, and 4 basically. Well, oh no, I recently did before. Never mind. But the rest of them I haven't been. And then I also do want to touch more of the Metroidvanias. I never really got far in Symphony. I started years and years and years ago on my overclocked Game Boy Advance. One of the Metroidvania Castlevanias, the one where you play as the dude with the white hair. I forget what his name is, but it was that one for the GBA. I know he comes back in the DS one, but I'm talking specifically about the GBA one. Aria Sorrow, maybe? That sounds right. Then I got the remaster collection of the GBA games, and I played the first one that came out in GBA. Again, I forget what that one is named. But I was enjoying my time with that one. People were like saying it was like hit and miss compared to the other Metroidvanias, but I enjoyed it a lot. From what I played, I have to go back and finish it at some point. But my brain has been going all over the place. Basically, Hollow Knight was super good, and I'm very excited for Silksong because I enjoyed Hollow Knight that much that Silksong just looks super good to me. Even though I'm not the biggest on Metroidvanias, like I still was like, I need to play Silksong, so. But there's a good amount of Metroidvanias that I am like wanting to open myself up to more now because of the fact that I'm getting more into Metroidvanias. Iconoclast was one that was recommended to me a long while ago, and I started it. But Brain still did the... It's hard to come back for items, even though I know it's not that big of a deal. And to the backlog comment, yeah. I mean, that's pretty much why I stream, honestly. Like, could I technically could theoretically kind of sit here and just play the same game over and over again, like a live service or whatever, but I have so much on my backlog that I'm just like, I don't want to play the same game over and over. I actually want to get through my backlog and beat games that I say that I want to beat. Which is pretty much why I concocted the entire A through Z list of, oh boy. Oh yeah, I do want to go check Laylee's area again. I was like, oh boy, each letter of the alphabet has a game that I wanted to play or beat, so we're doing it. 'Cause I don't know when I would have really gotten time to play these games normally outside of stream. I probably would have been able to if I wasn't a streamer, but I have too much fun with streaming to give it up for my backlog. There it is. I knew it. Knew it was gonna be out here. But where is it out here? Not going off over here, so it must be over here. Oh, hello. Oh, I completely forgot about the fact that we didn't have all the health upgrades. Nice. Okay, well, that wasn't exactly what I was looking for, but bet. Uh-oh. I think game's a little stuck. Let me, we'll just do this. That was interesting. Do, 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 do. Okay. Health is all fixed now. So now we just have to find the last quill and the last few pages that are in Ivory Towers. Which that's gonna be the fun thing. Oh, time to look around this area, see if there's a quill that I potentially missed. A curse upon thee. Spend an entire hour. Oh, no, it's around here. It will not, in fact, take me a whole hour. But where could it be? It's so loud here. Wow, that's insane. Collect all quills. How did I miss that? Oh, whatever. Alright. Oh, that didn't give me a AG. Okay, interesting. I didn't expect that. Well, time to... So I did pull up a bit of a walkthrough, because Ivory Towers is so big that I was just like, I just kind of want to know what the pages are. So I did pull up a little guide here, so let me triple check everything. All right, so we got the health extension, we got that pagey, got the move, got the pagey on top of the golden statue. Wait, did we get this one? I feel like we would have, but now I have to triple check. Yeah, we definitely went up here, right? Yeah, we got this one. I don't know why my brain couldn't remember that one. Got that. Oh, that's how it's supposed to be going. There was one I did last time that I just used flying to go around. And then I just looked. Apparently there was honey in the area that I was just supposed to be able to roll up the slide to. Okay, just behind where Trouser teaches you the flappy flight. Roll through the tunnel using... Wait, what? But I tried that. Okay, now I have to go to this place. So there was the one spot that was like, oh, we need protection in order to get through this because it's all gassy and stuff. And I tried to go through it with the bubble, but it didn't work. But this guide is saying, hey, do that exact thing you tried. So now we have to go try it, I guess. And go over here. Yeah, I bet that's somewhere around here. Yeah, it'll be nice. Like, I have been very much enjoying the A through Z list, but it'll be nice to kind of take a break from it for a while I potentially could concoct a second one. I don't know how it'll exactly work, because I have been going through a lot of my backlog stuff a bit, but I do think that it'll be nice to just kind of go through things without the restriction of each letter. Okay, now it just magically works. Gotta love that. I specifically tried this last stream and then it just didn't work, so I assumed I was doing something wrong. But then the game's here like, haha, gotcha. Yeah, it'll be nice to concoct a second A through Z list, but I don't know how or when that's really gonna happen. I mean, I know how it's gonna happen. Like, I pretty much mostly restricted myself to PlayStation for section where Trezor trees fly above the river to find a poison waterfall. Look for the butterflies to enter through the opening. Okay. So, I pretty much have been focusing solely on PlayStation stuff. For the most part, I have had some exceptions, but for the most part, it's been PlayStation stuff. Oh, up here. I don't know if I ever would have noticed this. Ah, okay. So, if I do a if I do a second A through Z list, it definitely will just be focusing on all consoles. Where's those butterflies? Love it, love it, love it. Can I just do this? Yeah, all right. Nope. Okay, bet. Anyway, so it'll be nice to have that, but I just don't I don't know if I'll really have, because it was hard to find for specific letters certain games. Like, it was hard to try and find a game Z that I want to play particularly. Alright, so both those letters are done. I don't know if there's really another game Z that I'll be able to really find. Deck. Can I do? Man. You know what? Okay, I'm enjoying the YouTube chat. Mistakes were made. A lot of mistakes were made. Whoa, 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 whoa. I got the butterflies, but at what cost? Pretty much all the cost. So it will definitely be a while before a second A-Z list, which will be nice because there's like, there's a couple games, a few games even I really wanted to play that I felt kind of restricted because of the fact that they were off the, they were of letters I already did for the A-Z list and stuff like that. So like I've wanted to do Dark Souls Remastered on the channel. I've wanted to do another Crab's Treasure. I wanted to do Final Fantasy 16 as like a long play type game. I was super pumped and excited for Final Fantasy 16 because I played the demo when that dropped and was absolutely in love with the game, but then I just never touched the game. Like I got it for Christmas at one point and I just haven't been able to touch it yet. Outside the entrance to the Galleon Galaxy, look for high platform. Yeah, we did that. That was the bane of my existence last stream. Near the end of the hub world, look for a large bookcase building. Inside, arrange the books correctly to open the cage. Okay. What? Been playing Outer Wilds for the first time. I've heard really good things about Outer Wilds. I definitely want to try it at some point. It's one of those games where I've pretty much heard nothing but good things about. It's just I haven't sat down to really play it. I think I own it, but I just haven't played it yet. And touch Christmas present, been there, yeah. I feel bad about like asking for stuff for Christmas and then not doing anything with them, but my brain's weird right now when it comes to anything fun for obvious reasons in the States. Yeah, I think we need to... Oh, nope. I didn't know you could just walk up this. All right.
Who's down there? Capital B tie me up down here while he laughed to crinkle my corners. Help!
I definitely am excited. Like, I kind of push myself into this mindset that basically, like, if I can't force myself to play a game normally, if I can't force myself to play a game normally for random reasons, I could easily just force myself to stream it. Oh my god, that's so annoying. All right. I could force myself to stream it, basically. That's kind of what I wound up doing for Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 1. Was that was either Christmas or birthday, I don't remember. It was one of the two. And I hadn't touched it for a long while and made it a stream game so that I could finally experience it. And I do own... Oh my god, these robots suck. This is gonna be a fun challenge, I could already tell. And I do own... Poor Pagey, I know. Yeah, I'm trying. I do own... the Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2. And luckily I haven't really been spoiled on it compared to Final Fantasy Remake Part 1, because I was getting spoiled all over the place for Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 1. But luckily for Part 2, I have not been really spoiled, and that's great. So when I finally get to play it, I could just experience it with nothing. Come on, man. Really? Oh, this is gonna be one of those challenges, huh? What else have I got? I don't think I already started this one off stream, so I probably won't ever stream it. But for a birthday present, I did get Spider-Man 2 on PS5. And I think I'm about halfway through it, but I started a long while ago. And just haven't gone back to it. But I hope to change that at some point. Maybe that's the game I focus on after I beat Cyberpunk. I have been doing good about trying to focus on random games. And like consistently keeping with them, and Cyberpunk has been the recent parade in that. Same with Shadow Labyrinth, but Cyberpunk more so. Because Shadow Labyrinth is not going to be touched once Silksong comes out, because I cannot... Like, I could focus on multiple games at once, but I cannot focus on games of the same genre generally at once. So playing 2 Metroidvanias at the same time would just burst my brain open, so... There we go. Joining the YouTube chat says, yeah, the development team probably had good intentions for this title and it shows many parts of the game, but it's definitely not perfect. No, I agree with that. It's definitely not a perfect game, but I don't think it's like some people like drag this game into the ground. I don't think it's that bad. I think it definitely, like, if I said it before, but I'll say it again. If I specifically wasn't trying to 100% this game, I would definitely be having such a much better time. Because I wouldn't really have opportunities to really see flaws in the game. I would just be able to see like whatever pages I can basically, and then like get to a point where the game's like, all right, you could go beat it now. And I'm like, bet. If I just did that, I would still have frustrations here and there, but it definitely wouldn't be nearly as bad as me trying to 100%. I think to me, like, trying to 100% a game generally is the greatest cause to finding out its flaws. Like, a lot of people will complain about such nitpicky things, like, overall, that it just sounds like you're bitching for the sake of bitching instead of actually like critiquing a game. But when you sit there and try to actually 100% and see the actual flaws of the game and stuff like that, you actually can sit down and just be like, okay, these are the parts I liked, these are the parts I didn't like because of the fact that I was able to 100% it. I think that kind of goes with like a good amount of games. I think the biggest one to me outside of this one is like Super Mario Sunshine, where if you sat there and played Super Mario... Did I just randomly lose health? Hello? That was weird. All right. If you sit there and like play Mario Sunshine, there's definitely a good amount of like physics issues and stuff like that with Mario Sunshine, but if you're just playing it to play it, you're gonna have a good time relatively. But then when you sit there and try to 100% it, especially with the blue coins and shit like that, you're just not gonna have a good time. And its flaws start showing a lot more than just playing it normally. Like, we would already be done if I wasn't trying to 100% it. And I would have probably nicer things to say about it in general. Oh, we did that. Did that. Wait, how many? Oh, okay. So the last one it says should be where we need to go to start the process of beating the game. Which is, oh wait, I don't know why I'm flying. It's literally right over here. Near the end of the hub world, look for a large bookcase building. Arrange the books correctly to open the page. Oh wait. Is it saying to do this out here or inside the building? Because they were saying something about like... I think it is inside the building. Oh, inside. Yeah. All right, bet. Oh. Near the end of the hub, we'll look for a large bookcase building. Inside, arrange the books correctly to open the cage. The order is this: front, back, back, front, back, front. What do you mean by that? Oh, okay. So I'm guessing, what's considered front? I guess we'll do what it says. Like front of the room, I'm guessing is what they mean. Front, back, back, front, front, back. There we go. Nice, you unlocked a new tonic. Come pay me a visit. Collect all pages. What tonic could she have for collecting all pages? I mean, regardless with this game, whatever flaws go into Plague the Original, I'm most likely going to be dealt with and gone by October 15th, because that's when the remake comes out. Oh, cool. And it's not, well, I guess I don't really need this anymore. It's so strange to have only one tonic for specific. Huh? I guess I'll leave it on. I don't really have a purpose to have anymore. Any other tonic? Now what? Ah. Knock knock. No, we don't need our drive to. Oh, it's you. How did you make it all this way past my corporate creations? We walked past most of them. Had to whack one or two though. Whack, you foul fool! I told you we should have invested in that private military portfolio. Anyway, now that you're here, fancy coming up for a cup of get the heck off my property? Oh yes, please. With a slice of give me my book back. Well, my office open door policy is closed unless you've collected, say, 100 pages total? Look, sir, they've collected a ton of pages for the one book. Maybe we should let them come up? Quack, stop winking at me. I'm flattered, but once bitten, twice. Oh, yes, you two. Well done on the page quest. Why don't you come up and attempt a hostile takeover of our precious book? Haha! I love the idea that that basically just confirmed that they tried a relationship before and it didn't work out. Joining the YouTube chat says, you know, the developments also have a prolific history of FPS titles like GoldenEye and Perfect Dark. Do you think they'll eventually make a new shooter? I would like to see that, but it'll definitely be interesting to see. I would like to see them make a former spiritual successor to Perfect Dark or GoldenEye, but that is definitely going to be a way down the line thing. But if the remake for Yooka-Laylee turns out really good, which it's seeming like it is, then that kind of the money they get from that will kind of open a lot more doors. I think that's how they were releasing, like, they made this, and whatever money they made off of that, they were able to make Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Lair, which was the side-scroller game. That was a sequel to this. And they used that money to pretty much fund Yooka-Laylee to make Yooka-Laylee even better than, like, how people are already commenting on it. Basically, the spiritual successor was meant to be instead of what we got. So I think Yooka-Laylee selling well will kind of open a lot of avenues for whatever they want, basically. I would really like Platonic to basically become the new Rare. Oh, God. Welcome to the bonus round. As always, I'm your host, Dr. Quack. What? You said we were finished with the quizzes. I lied. As usual, there are 10 questions that need answering correctly and only 3 lives. And watch out, contestants. These questions are extra tough. 100%ing and we're playing a lot can also ruin the magic a little. I could see that. Those bogus butterfly boosters. How many have you stolen so far? 6. Flaming foul! These are clearly too easy. Double curses. Yeah. 2.0. Yep. The Ivory Tower's hub. How many pages have you illegally stolen from it? Well, that would be 20, right?
Ah, lucky guess, surely.
Because we 100%ed everything, so.
Galleon Galaxy. Who's lost at sea?
Dr. Puzz.
Fiddlesticks! How did you get that one?
Because I remembered. Duh.
The fraudulent salesman Trouser. What does he claim to have named after him?
Spin Dash. Wait. A mountain? No, it was a mountain.
No, what? Incorrect. How did you even get this far? Quills, legal property of Ivory Towers. How many do you have in total?
1,010.
Blast! You definitely read that answer reflected off my glass. The ridiculous Reptilia Erextro. What color is he?
Does he? Red. No, green.
Fuck.
Does he even wear shoes?
Capital B's office entrance. How many gold statues are outside? 2.
No. Yes, 2.
Why did I make these multiple choice?
We did it!
Impossible! You've been the final, most challenging Quackfire quiz. What do we win? A ham? Some nice plates? Fine. I won't stop you confronting the boss. But make no mistake, you'll be the real loser in that tussle.
Weaver in the YouTube chat says, Amnesia Dark Descent is a game I love. 100% you realize how scripted the scares are and everything, and while it's perfect for a first-time playthrough, after it starts to lose it. Yeah, I could definitely agree with that. Oh, what's up?
Finally. I was about to stick my out of office on and hit the golf course. I'm Yuka, and this is Laylee. And we're here to take our book back.
Okay.
I know who you are, you green goon. You're the pair who have been collecting the magical pages for me. And now you've delivered them right into my hands. Fools! Allowing you to complete your adventure has been terribly dull. But now, it's time to end it for good and complete our sinister scheme. If you want these pages, you'll have to take them from us. Very well. Hostile negotiations it is. Try to keep up, you freaks.
Damn, fuck you, Dr. Quack, I guess. You good, buddy?
Okay. I accept your terms of mutual surrender. Carry on.
Was there no, like... I mean, maybe this still is. Is there no, like, end of Banjo-Kazooie thing where we use all the quills to... Were the quills really just fucking collectible shit and not really anything else? That's a bit upsetting.
Idiots! I can't believe you followed me into my personal pulverization chamber.
It said stationary cupboard on the elevator buttons.
Your time trespassing on our premises is over, cruddy duo. After I've made you redundant, the pages will be mine. And using their power, our organization will rewrite the universe. Prepare to witness my impressive short-term growth. Capital B, crowdfunded corporate creep. Gulp. That tonic wasn't on Vendy's menu. Let's teach this guy a lesson, Laylee. Oh, hell yeah, they're ready. Worst game, Weaver in the YouTube chat says, worst game I 100% was Dark Souls 3. I could see that. I love Dark Souls 3. It's probably my favorite Dark Souls, but I could definitely see the idea of... Well, alright, that didn't work. I mean, 100%ing a Souls like in general just sounds awful. I'm not gonna lie. Just collect all the spells. That's terrible. Yeah, I could see that. I don't really know what I'm supposed. Oh wait. Were the other hits I was doing not really counting because I wasn't doing this right? Eventually. Or not. In Dark Souls 3, it's you need to get 30 drops of this item that has a 3 to 4% drop rate. Yeah, I'm good on that. I like 100%ing stuff, but there's some games that I just kind of refuse to do it. Did my stamina come back? All that during COVID, imagine 100% all the Souls games. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, COVID, you had a lot more extra time comparatively. That's just not for me. Like, I like games like this, like collectathons, that give me a very clear like list of 100%ing stuff. Like, we recently just 100%ed Donkey Kong Bonanza, and that was insanely fun. Oh, this took you technically. Oh my god, no, absolutely not. I will never attempt to 100% a live service game. Absolutely not. Ouch! Right at my stocks and shares. Quack, you foul fool! Send me up some corplet backup. And whatever you do, don't get the corplet crates mixed up with the ammo crates. They're on the way, sir. Fresh off the production line. Please, please, please. Really? Why are enemies in this game so stingy about health drops? Ah, God, that's something I hope is fixed in the remake. It's like, with Banjo-Kazooie, like, all enemies in an area dropped at least one health item when you killed them.
Oh, you know what I could do? I wonder if I'm actually supposed to be leading the bees back to him. And that's why I'm messing up. No, I don't think that's it, but... Bullshit! Okay, I think it's kind of just walking around with the bees. And then apt as... or that. You can't just outrun them. Why must I have an itch? I mean, at the very least, I'm expecting this to be difficult because even to this day, Gwentilda fucking sucks in Banjo-Kazooie. So I'm expecting this to be some sort of bullshit, even if it's not fair. I'm not expecting it to be fair, at least. At the very least, we're getting to this part with a lot more health than... our first attempt, so that's good. Okay, so he's not throwing bees anymore. He's just throwing bombs. Okay. What was the worst game that I tried 100%? I don't know. I don't really like, if I'm not having a good time with 100% completion on something, I don't really continue with it. I don't know if there's a game that I really would say like I had the worst time trying to 100% complete. That's fair. Am I doing something wrong? Huh? Time to take this boardroom struggle to the next level. Okay, so I wasn't. Whack! Activate the wall and roof lasers. Okay, the buttons all look so similar. I don't think that was the right button. Whack, you bird brain! Oops, sir! I think I hear the phone ringing! I'd best go answer it. Why'd I have to give them such similar voices? My throat is shot. Okay, so just don't touch them. Got it. Trying to 100% peggle to become a pegging expert. That's crazy.
Time to invest in more toxic ooze and increase your shareholding in pain. Ah, so he's kind of doing the Bowser thing. Got it. Oh, bullshit. Really? Why do the bees stay so long? Can the bees go away, please? Fucking really? I'm gonna die because of the bees. I still don't really understand how to get rid. Oh, wait a minute. Well, I have an idea for potentially getting rid of the bees, but we're probably gonna die on this one. Okay, never mind. They just wanted to randomly go away. Got it. It's a little well. Even Grunt, you know, even Grunty even gave health. Like, this is some bullshit. Aw, man. Well, cool. Okay. Oh, that's so much better, actually. The explosives are so much better than... just the fucking bees. The bees are like, I don't understand. Oh, don't mix the two. This definitely seems like a bullshit that they want to mix the two. Yeah. Oh, motherfucker. All right, wait. Okay, I'm not mad at that. I understand putting me at the beginning. It sucks, but I get it. That's what it was. All right. I have to do the sonar explosion every time the bees are on me. At the very least, I respect them making me actually use most of my moves. What? Hmm. It's gonna be harder to do that on the outside, but I feel like it's still gonna be possible more than just getting hit constantly. Because that's where most of my health went, was trying to get away from the bees. Ah, shit. I just realized what time it was. All right. Get away from the explosives. That one's fair. He hit me dead on. I can't be mad at that. All
right, we are about to go on a quick break, but I at least want to get to the next phase first. I wonder if there's like a tonic or anything that would make this experience better, because there's not like a regenerating tonic. I wish there was, but come on, man. I know there's the one ability that's like, oh, you swallow one butterfly, you get two instead, but we're not getting any butterflies. It's kind of the issue. We're not having any form of... Come on. We're definitely hanging in the next phase worse off than we were last time, but... Alright. Yep, going through this whole thing. Alrighty, so we're gonna take a quick little break. This is a part of the stream where I go ahead and put my little beautiful baby bird to bed. So this part of the stream that I implore everyone to go ahead and stand, stretch, use a bathroom, grab a drink, grab a snack, do all the above you so choose. I'm gonna go ahead and do some of those things myself, but I'll be back in about 5-10 minutes. Yeah.
Alrighty. Let's continue this shit. Let's hopefully beat this guy this time. Okay, there's enough. I feel like there's enough time in between bounces that I'll definitely be able to do the big thing, so I think we're gonna be good. I think there's definitely gonna be a time where it's gonna try and like overwhelm me and stuff like that, but I think I'll be good. Heck, it's killing me for some reason. That's not... Oh boy, this is gonna be interesting. Maybe my plan isn't gonna come into full fruition that I thought. Oh, that did 2 to me? Sorry, I heard a noise behind me. I was like, what's up? At the very least, this is the bomb section, so we'll be perfectly fine here. We just have to figure out what's going on with the next section. Oh, wait, there's one thing I gotta check. Alright, sorry about that. Fully back now. Yeah. I think after stream, I'm gonna make a nice grilled cheese. Grilled cheese be sounding good right now. Suppose we have bread. I don't know if we have bread. I don't know if that's really gonna work. At the very least, I'm going to assume that we'll at least win. Oh, bet. Time for the capital to soar and release some explosive equity. We get it, you're a businessman. You types never learn. You always end up taking yourselves down. Oh boy. Now what? Oh, I think I'm supposed to like try and like lead it back to him. Yeah, okay. Ah, shit. I don't understand what I'm supposed to be doing.
Fucking, I'm gonna be so mad if I die at this. What could I potentially do? I don't really know if there is a move that I could do. Oh, maybe flying. There we go. Of course. The stamina being the worst thing imaginable. Holding on to the cool and funny reality that GTA 6 costs $100 base price. No. The quote that people quote with that meme was taken way out of context. The GTA producer basically said that if we were to charge for the content, we could easily say that it would be a $100 game. But for some reason, people took that as it is going to cost $100. But it's not actually going to cost that price. It's likely going to be $70, at the worst $80. I gotta let this one go. I need stamina. Wouldn't be surprised otherwise. I'm not saying like to not be surprised, but I'm just saying that like people just really took that out of context, and because of the fact it became a meme, a lot of people have thought it actually just became a reality instead of like doing their own research, basically. Which, no offense to you, of course. I'm just saying that like as a general thing. Alright, we need more stamina. Ooh, I almost landed right in the acid. Come on. Oh my god, I hate the stamina system so much. Stamina system is so ass. I'm glad they got rid of it in the remake. Is it? I'm going to check if there's a tonic that I think that would be the best thing. Is it if there's a tonic that's specifically like, all right, your stamina comes back way faster. No intention of buying it really, so it doesn't matter to me and buy it maybe when it's over a sale. I'm probably gonna get it, but I'm also not really big on their whole power meter regenerates faster. Yes, please, for the love of God. Is a visibility move, don't care. More ammo, don't care. Hold your breath longer, don't care. Okay. Yeah, the stamina recharging faster is literally just the best case scenario. So like, even with like knowing the knowledge about that quote and being taken out of context, I'm very much not big on the whole internet censorship that's going on in general right now for a lot of reasons. And they also specifically said like
they were going to follow along. They most likely, I don't think they said it as 100% fact, but they said most likely are going to go into the internet censorship to ensure that an ID is required to even buy GTA 6 online. Which, yes, you could make the argument that you need an ID to buy it regardless. But, like, at the very least, when you go into, like, GameStop or Walmart or something and, like, hey, I want to buy this game. Okay, can I see your ID real quick to check to make sure that you're above 18? Okay, cool, you're above 18. I don't need to scan this. Okay, bye. Like, that's it. But having to scan for your entire ID into a website to be able to get a product is absolute bullshit because of how much that could be used for very not great things. So as my own form of personal boycott, I'm probably, if they do require that shit on launch, I'm not gonna buy the game at all. It's very likely that my brother will go get it on a physical release, and I'll just play it that way, honestly. Got quit Twitter and Discord the moment they require me use my ID and shit. I am just not on Twitter at all anymore. The whole site is run by Nazis. It's for Nazis. I just don't give a shit about the site anymore. I can't give half of a shit about Twitter, personally. It's full of Nazis. It's full of Zionists. People who wish genocide upon people just for wanting to exist. I just can't justify using that website, so it will make no difference if Twitter requires that to me. But Discord will hurt because I have my own Discord. I have a lot of friends on Discord that's going to be hard to even try and change. Luckily at the moment, what's it called? Oh my god, I'm doing so bad on this one. Luckily at the moment, the Discord thing is only in Europe where they really started to acquire that bullshit. I'm not saying it can't come to the States, but a lot of sites that are doing the ID bullshit are only because of the European laws that passed. And in America and other countries that aren't European, they're fine for now at least, and hopefully stays that way. Fair, use it the same reason I always have: art, media, news, and porn. The app has gotten filthy with terrible people. Same, Blue Sky hasn't gone anywhere. Shame, Blue Sky. I mean, I'm primarily on Blue Sky. I definitely have more traction on Blue Sky than I ever have gone in a single post on Twitter. So for me, it's just 10 times better. I just cannot stand it's. I'm also happier on Blue Sky than I am on Twitter because, again, Twitter is just filled with awful people. It's ridiculed top to bottom with AI bullshit that I cannot stand. That is just leading more and more into what is destroying the world at the moment. So, and all the things that you said in regards to why you still use Twitter is exactly what I get on Blue Sky and have a much better time with. I have seen some fantastic art on Blue Sky that is like 10 times better than it ever was on Twitter. Like, to me, I'm a person that there is just no justifiable way to use Twitter by this point. Because I think with Blue Sky, I think people just give up way too easily because it's not as big as Twitter, so therefore they're not growing as much as Twitter. But at the same time, if you actually just sit down and actually give it an actual competent chance instead of just giving up on it in the equivalent of 5 seconds, then it'll go a lot better. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Why was I able to move during the cutscene? Real shame is having an artist, a big YouTuber move to Blue Sky. Because of how bad Twitter is and the interactivity on Blue Sky is so much smaller, they still technically have to use Twitter regardless. I mean, yes and no. Like, I don't know. I just think that it's a growth thing that people have to grow regardless, no matter where they move. Because let's say Twitter dies tomorrow, please let that happen. But let's say the reality is that Twitter does die tomorrow. Like, not all the random rumors and bullshit where Elon fucking fired 60% of staff and they thought that Twitter was dying that night, right? The thing is that no matter where these creators go, they have to grow regardless. Like, my thing is exactly what you just said in the YouTube chat, Weaver. Well, that's their excuse and feeling for it. I think if you have a big enough pull and audience, people will follow you. Though Blue Sky was invite code. It was invite code. It's very much open to the public now. Literally anyone can make an account. It's just people are just making excuses because of their comfortability on Twitter. I'm just going to be 100% real for that. Because the thing is that, again, you're gonna grow everywhere. You're gonna have to, like, any site that you start on, you're gonna have to grow again. Like, if you like, there's YouTubers that have had an audience for the entirety of YouTube. They had to start fresh on Twitch or Justin TV or whatever streaming site they use or used. You have to grow regardless. So I definitely agree that that's kind of a cop-out answer. And, oh, there's just not as much interactability and I'm not growing as much. That's bullshit, because there's millions of people on Blue Sky. And most of the interactability that you're getting regardless is just Nazis and bots. And I don't know why you would really want that. Are there good people on Twitter? I'm not going to say there aren't. Like, there definitely is still good people at heart, but I'm going to die again. Yeah. Like, there are definitely good people on Twitter, but God, I already just want to start over. But the site is just filled with, like, it's kind of like a thing of like 80% bots and Nazis over actual good people, and then because of that 80% is essentially making people look like Nazis by association. You could be the purest of heart person, but because you're on Twitter, you're being looked at like a Nazi. What? Open now, but I can imagine it being invite coded, slowed it down a little bit, but there's an excuse. I mean, yes, but it's also been open for like a year and a half, maybe 2 years. So yeah, there's definitely no excuse by this point. You just have to grow the fuck up and just try and do your best to grow, because the people on Blue Sky, everyone's there. It's just like you're just being willfully incompetent because you already have the following on Twitter and don't want to grow it again. You hate to tread the simple old no ethical consumption on capitalism saying you're the bare minimum, have to try to be good. And yeah, I mean, that's true, but like the way people use that phrase is like, I'm not saying like I get what you're trying to go with it, right? I'm not saying like you're trying to use that as a full argument of anything. I'm just saying that like in general, people use that to just justify themselves being a shitty person. Like, I'm a trans woman. I am a trans woman who is very much being affected, not only in the States because of everything going on right now with the current administration, I am also being targeted worldwide because of the fact that people just don't want me to live. And like people basically use that phrase to justify, the reason I'm bringing that up specifically is because people use that to justify buying like Harry Potter stuff and still supporting J.K. Rowling, but claiming not to be a transphobe. Like, oh, I loved playing Hogwarts Legacy. I love getting this Harry Potter mug. I love buying this, the Blu-rays of all the movies for the 7th time. While like using the phrase, there's no ethical way to consume capitalism. And trying to also be like, for any possible excuse to try and support Harry Potter. But then if you just open a singular, like, not even just a single, like hundreds of news articles that essentially fully say and prove, and again, don't want to have people looking on Twitter, but if you literally look at 80% of her tweets, it's, I fucking hate trans people and want them to die, and I'm supporting the money and spotting the money to organizations to get them to die. And it's like, really? This is the hill you're dying on. This is the hill you're dying on. Like, you're still trying to support you're basically saying you want to support trans people, but also supporting the #1 property that will let people stomp our heads in. Like, you can't be an ally but then still support Harry Potter, basically, or like anything similar to it. What I want to try to do is an excuse, and yeah, there is just a viciousness towards trans people. Agreed, though I never interacted with Harry Potter stuff, less to do with and long before Rowling's shittiness, but I just thought it looked extremely boring, but now I just feel justified. Yeah, and like, I mean, growing up, I was a Harry Potter fan. I liked Harry Potter, but then I sat there and you know, started learning about all this bullshit. Like, she's single-handedly supporting every possible company that will get rid of trans people, and
every possible, like, and there's even like worse than just trans stuff in the Harry Potter, like through her, like in the actual Harry Potter books and movies and stuff like that. There's so many like negative stereotypes towards Jewish people, towards black people, towards like so many people. And people are just like, haha, my silly wizard book. I love it so much because I liked it as a kid. Like, get the fuck out of here. But that's basically, like, to me, the same association with Twitter. Like, you say you're an ally, you say you're doing all this stuff and want to love and all that stuff, but then you're sitting here using Twitter still. Like, whoops, I didn't hit him enough. Oh well. Most cynical and harshest take for boycotting I have is the realest person who boycotts stuff is somebody you're not aware of at all because they don't use the internet and all live in the woods. Yeah, I mean, like, hey, I'm all for boycotting. I am somebody who boycotts things that I definitely don't agree with, like, but at the same time, there is gonna be stuff that, like, is just not gonna go through people's heads, basically. Like, you could basically sit there and try and, like, do as much as you can. Oh my god, these bees. But some things just, like, people just aren't going to give a shit about. Like, and it's unfortunate because it would be great if more people would just actually give a shit, but it's hard to try and do that. But I think to some extent the issue is that, oh my God, I don't know how to really do this. Like, how do I get rid of the bees on that platform? That's this part that sucks. Anyway, sorry. The thing that gets kind of lost with the plot is people who want to boycott everything, but also don't realize that boycotting in itself is very much a privileged thing that you're able to do. Like, would I love to be able to sit here and boycott Walmart for being a shitty company, Amazon for being a shitty company, any company for being a shitty company? I would absolutely love to do that. And any company that I don't feel like I have the need for it in my life, I will definitely be like, you know what? I don't need them. I'm not going to support them. I'm not going to buy products from them anymore. But some companies just, I can't not support. Like, I have Walmart deliveries that are made to my house so that I can actually eat and shit. Like, I could actually eat and sit here and, like, do other stuff. Like, there's not, in the town that I am, there's not a whole lot of options when it comes to, like, super niche stuff without driving like an hour and a half and 2 hours. Like, hello? Oh my. Discussing and debating over the usage of an app like Twitter while struggling with the ukulele boss, right? Then there's the usage. So yeah, what I'm basically saying is, like, I can't boycott every single company as much as I want to. So people kind of get lost in that plot where it's like, oh, you're still supporting this, you're still supporting this. I would love to not support it if I literally had any ethical reason or any ethical way to get stuff that I need to either live or be able to support my mental health and be able to live in that sense. So I love boycotting. It's supposed to like do the whole thing is that like you're supposed to basically be uncomfortable with boycotting because of how tough it is and stuff like that, which I'm all for. I will gladly boycott in any sense that I possibly can. But at the same time, boycotting everything will essentially lead me to die. So it's either death or having to die for the sake of boycotting, but then I wouldn't be able to boycott anymore while also not being able, having to support the shitty businesses that I don't like and have to versus so one thing I said to a friend is I don't see the understanding of using AI in one regard, that being the amount of people who are using it, who are going to use it because it's AI. I can't imagine anyone going out of their way to use a product or thing because of the fact it has AI in it. On the other hand, I could easily see many people abandoning it because of the fact that it's just that companies are fucking daft. They just think they're doing awesome with their shitty decisions because the money says otherwise. Or they're basically experiencing a form of copium that, are you kidding me? Oh, gotta love invisible walls. Awesome. Companies just have copium that, they spent so much money on AI bullshit that they just fully want to sit there and continue to use it. AI bros are just people that just want to use AI for dumb reasons because they think it's genuinely the way of the future, and you know, the whole excuse of, oh, I'm disabled, so I can't do the things like art and stuff like that. When, you know, some of the most famous musicians, artists were in fact disabled and they're just using it as an excuse, like all that stuff. Like, it's just basically that. Too scared that'll flop, yeah. Like, it's just this bullshit that people have with AI that they think it's the future, but they also want to save like costs and stuff like that, that they think using AI will do it, and then they specifically will lose money because there's so many people. Ooh, okay. There's so many people that refuse to use anything with AI in it. I'm somebody who refuses to acknowledge AI. I hate ChatGPT. I hate all generative AI. I am a person that if AI, I do think that if AI is done correctly, there is definitely a way to do it without being as immoral as it is right now, which is literally taking millions of gallons of water to be able to support their data ships and stuff like that and use more power, which is driving up people's actual power usage in their homes and stuff like that for something they didn't even consent to. This, like, there's no moral way to use AI with the current systems that are in place. There are people that are trying to make moral ways to use them, and I'm all for that if there's moral ways to do it, but the current AI model is basically, it's 100% immoral. It's just,
there's no good way to use it, but people are trying so hard to use it for some radical bullshit that is just dumb. Go into the PS Store app and Insta search for horror genre, find some fun horror games. Instant frown as I see the amount of AI art horror. I mean, yeah, that's all the consoles and Steam by this point. Like, Steam for the longest time was just like... Also, I started to Twitter because for some reason YouTube live stream chats I've been in, if I said the word, it wouldn't send the message at all. Yeah, I figured that was the case. Unfortunately, with all gaming platforms, that's just what's going on at the moment. Like, there was a point that Steam was so 100% against AI bullshit that they wouldn't even let any amount of it on their platform. But in the last like year, they started allowing it, and then basically have a AI disclosure on every Steam game that uses Gen AI. But like, my biggest thing is that there are examples where companies basically say or announce that they are going to use Gen AI, and the pushback is so large that they decide to not go with it, which I always love when companies decide, you know what, it was a shitty thing to do, we'll acknowledge it and not do it. Now, that doesn't mean that just because they say they won't do it doesn't mean that they won't just sneak it in and think everyone's idiots and think we won't notice. But the biggest one that happened that I know of recently was Jurassic Evolution 3. So Jurassic Evolution 1 and 2 released, they were very, very good and competent games. And then now they're making a third one that has more dinosaurs in it and shit like that. Like, okay, cool, awesome. But then they basically immediately announced with the game that the third game was going to use Gen AI for the smaller things like scientists and stuff like that. And basically like acting as if even that is justifiable to use Gen AI, no matter how small it is. But basically since that announcement and up to a certain point, they just got constant pushback, and their sales were even getting affected for the first two games as well and stuff like that. So they were just like, we get it, we're retracting our statement, we're not using Gen AI for anything in our game anymore. Please buy our game now. We really would like that. So I can respect that. Like, as long as you acknowledge your mistake, I'm perfectly content with like you retracting your use of AI stuff at like with acknowledging how upset people are about the use of it and stuff like that. But if you basically look at somebody who's just like, hey, you're using Gen AI, that's really not great, and your first thing to say back to them is either an excuse as to why you're using Gen AI, or B, making it seem like some other random thing is worse than Gen AI, like reflecting basically. If you do all that over just being like, all right, yeah, Gen AI sucks, I'm not gonna use it then. Like, as long as you acknowledge your mistake in using Gen AI and acknowledge things getting worse because of it and stuff like that, like, that's so much better than I'm just gonna use it and fuck you if you tell me it's bad type of mindset. See, Arc AI bullshit on the PS4. I'm like, wait, it's probably some ripoff that's using the Arc name because it's so generic. I remembered, oh yeah, Arc actually does like using AI shit. Yeah, they had a trailer that was like, oh shit. They had a trailer that I think it was for Arc 2 or like a side game or something that was entirely Gen AI based. They didn't disclose anything about the idea of Gen AI shit, but they fully were just like, released it and thought that people basically wouldn't notice somehow. And like basically everyone, including myself, was just like, all right, you know what, bet, fuck Arc, I'm never gonna play it. I played Arc and I wanted to get back into it because I did like it. It's just that it was rough around the edges because it was on the Xbox One version. But that basically just like solidified me never touching an Arc product again in general. I'm never going to touch Arc 2. I'm not going to touch Arc 1, even if I own it, stuff like that. Like, I'm just not going to acknowledge the company as a whole because they're using Gen AI, and it's just that simple. With that, then I feel like some people probably just aren't going to buy it regardless anymore since they were initially going to use AI. And yeah, exactly. Like, because that also leads into things like, while there's no ethical way to do it, some people will try and justify like use of ChatGPT and stuff like that. Oh, I'm just walking, all right. And that's what like some games, sorry, I have to take a drink. That's when some people are like, you know, I didn't use AI for, you know, images and stuff like that. I just used it for ChatGPT and writing some things for the trailers and stuff like that. Not anything bad, I promise, guys. But then basically, like, how am I supposed to take you at your word for that? Like, if I see an AI disclosure thing on Steam, how am I supposed to take your word of, oh, I only use like small AI, not Gen AI? Like, it's totally not Gen AI, guys, I promise. How am I supposed to believe you? Like, any trust as a consumer, I basically have lost with you because you just didn't, like, you just don't want the backlash, basically, but you're not actually, like, saying that Gen AI and stuff is bad. So how am I supposed to trust you that you didn't use Gen AI in other parts of the game and just don't want to disclose that because you want more game sales and stuff like that? Oh boy. Okay, I think I found the strat for this Sage. That's basically just let, okay, yeah, that was me being dumb. But basically just let capital B just kind of slam on you with the bubble. I think that's pretty much the strat. It's 4, then you'll do this. Yeah, all right, I think that's a strat. Perfect. And there's always a thing with AI that's just like people try to use it to just like they try to justify any use of AI if it fits their like narrative and prerogative. Like, most nicest development was Darkest Dungeon 2 and the narrator for the game passed away, and Deswa and me like we're not using it. Good. That's
all it should take. There was one person in the Hollywood sphere, I forget what his name is, but he was like a co-star in Mrs. Doubtfire, and he basically tried to be like, Robin Williams was such a wonderful person, we should use Gen AI to bring him back so that he could be in more movies by replicating his looks, mannerisms, and voice. Immediately, brother was absolutely dragged for wanting, even contemplating that as a thought. Like, there was also like the whole thing with, okay, this rocket isn't gonna do anything good. There's also the whole thing with James Earl Jones. So even if he consented to this, I know the whole thing is that he consented to having his voice used as AI in passing so that he could keep being Darth Vader. Regardless of consent, it's still not a great thing. Like, and even then, like, there was a part of me, honestly, that was like weird with the consent because of the fact of like, it was consensual, unlike what most AI programs are doing and stuff like that, which like, I tried to basically understand it because it was consensual, but then they released I play Fortnite, and they did the Star Wars season, and where'd the other rocket go? All right then. So during the Star Wars season, they released a Darth Vader thing where basically you used in-game voice chat to talk to Darth Vader, and basically it was the AI voice for James Earl Jones to speak to you basically as Darth Vader. And the moment I actually heard that in game, I completely threw out my complications of it doesn't matter if it's consensual, it sounds bad. Like, I immediately, well, yeah, I mean, I was just going for the morality sake of it, but yeah, I remember him saying a lot of racist stuff. Yeah, I was going for the morality of it, but yeah, using it to say basically whatever you wanted in that sense was also not great. But I was like, there was a match that I played on my own and basically was listening to the AI voice because I got him as a partner, and it just sounded so fucking bad. It just sounded awful. Like, it just was so lifeless and bad, and like, I didn't even interact. I don't do voice chat in Fortnite, so I didn't interact with it whatsoever. I just sat there listening to it, and one, it wouldn't shut the fuck up. It just genuinely like wouldn't shut the fuck up, and like as it like kept talking, it just sounded like any other AI bullshit. Like, there was no emotion, there was no conveyance of being Darth Vader, basically. Like, it was all just, I am talking as James Earl Jones in this voice, blah blah blah. And it's like, brother, it's just bad. It was all bad. Well, morally, yeah, but also gives me a feeling of how much they went through it to ensure how well it works, is how easy it was to get them to say that shit. I mean, yeah, but it's just like, even the conveyance and like actual saying of stuff was just so flat and bland and bad. Like, yeah, it sounded like James Earl Jones,
but like it wasn't anywhere close to being like a good replacement. Like, I genuinely just want them to just cast a new Darth Vader. Like, does it suck to see James go? But he should just stay dead and let his spirit rest, basically. Oh, he's throwing the invisible wall again. Oh my god. Am I done? Is it over? I thank you. V capital B at the end of the game. Unlock 15 tonics. Platinum trophy. There we go. Ugh. I was only doing my job, you numbskulls. And a poor job at that, Mr. B. The board aren't going to be happy with your performance at all. I should report you. No, wait. I can still win. Don't grass me up. Hold on. I thought Capital B was the boss around here. Oh, he's but a cog in a machine. I'm here to monitor the key facts and trivia, and then present them to the real bosses in easy to digest bullet point form. I think my health keeps showing up. That explains the quiz questions. Anyway, the time for talk is over. Feather features. We'll be taking our book back now. Stop, you fools. You have no idea of its true purpose. When Vile gets their hands on it, we'll rule the world. Quiet, Mr. B. Remember, it states in our contracts not to disclose secret information to non-employees. No matter. We'll be taking back the one book now and ending your adventure permanently. Hello? Is this the first aid room? Well? Master, what are you doing here? I've got something else stuck in my throat. I need assistance. Oh no, here it comes. Wrecked. You crazy cannon! We were about to wallop that duck and find out all about the secret organization. Ugh, I'm much better now. Thanks. No, I'm done, Blasto. At least we finally reclaimed Laylee's book and ended Ivory Tower's evil scheme for good. I think the health meter keeps showing up because I left the acid and it's still acting like I'm an acid. That book's going straight in the safe when I get home. It'll only appreciate in value. Come on, everyone. Let's get back to Shipwrecked Creek and celebrate. And I died there. The credits are gonna play, right? Oh, thank God. I was gonna be so mad. Now all the lovely random characters we saw throughout the entire game are now just on our boat. Yum yum yum. A grand party, young warriors. If we set you back, that'd be hilarious. I'd be so pissed. Without mind embarking on a noble quest for more cake. I think you've had enough. now, let's not argue. We're all here to celebrate the heroic acts of brave Blasto. Yes, very brave. That loose cannon almost blew our heads off. One question, fellas. What exactly did y'all do with that unsavory scoundrel, capital B? There's no need to worry about him anymore, Kratos. Thanks to Laylee and I, that chapter's been permanently closed. Hell, wait, that's swell. A few more adventures like this one, and y'all will have almost gone and made it as genuine heroes. Almost? I risked my neck finishing this game. Calm down, Laylee. I'm sure there will be plenty of time to top up our hero kudos in the future. For now, let's kick back and enjoy the massive credits scroll. Oh, good, a fast forward. There we go. So, that was Yooka-Laylee. I don't think it's as bad as some people make it out to be. I think that the game overall is good. I think it's definitely a good game for what they had in terms of budget and all that stuff at that point. Because although some people like to try and say otherwise, making a video game is very expensive. This game was very expensive. I forget what the total, let me look it up while the credits go. I forget what the total budget they got. Oh, Ilya, hello. You reached right at the credits of the game. How much was Yooka-Laylee Kickstarter? So they had $3 million in budget. The credits of the no, I don't think there's a fake out on this. I think there's just genuine credits. But their budget was $3 million, and for a team like this, you would think yes, the game could have turned out better. I'm not gonna say that, but it definitely was a game that, like, if it had more money in the budget, it definitely would have been better. I think that's just, water is wet, sand is made, glass is made out of sand, like that type of like no duh kind of thing, right? So, but with what the devs gave, it is a solid game. I do think a lot of the flaws do start to really come out when you do try to 100% this game, because there's a lot of random stuff that you could just break, some random frustrating segments, and all that stuff. Like, I definitely was getting frustrated in some bits because it felt like the game was punishing me for just trying to play the game, basically. So that's not great. But excuse me. But I do think this overall is a solid game. If you wanted to play it on its own and the remake wasn't happening, I definitely would recommend it, because it still kind of gives that itch that you would get from a collectathon like this, similar to Banjo-Kazooie, Tooie, and stuff like that. Not the same expense, but like you'd still get that experience, basically. We talked about it before, but I like the fact that you could tell, if you're a Banjo-Kazooie fan, you were able to basically tell the similarities in roles in characters while also being their own unique kind of characters. Like instead of being like Bottles or Jam Jars, Trouser was his own kind of dude. The transformation lady didn't try to be like Mumbo Wumba. They all acted in their own unique roles, basically. The only one who really didn't was Yuka and Laylee. Yuka and Laylee basically... Excuse me. Yuka and Laylee basically just acted like Banjo-Kazooie. Yuka being Banjo, Laylee being Kazooie. But in a worse fashion, basically. Like, I mean, Yuka was pretty much spot on to Banjo for the most part. But Laylee was Kazooie, but more of a bitch. Like, that kind of dealio. So, Yuka and Laylee are the main ones I'm really disappointed in their actual, like... Let's speed this up a little bit more. Yuka and Laylee themselves are kind of disappointing in terms of like their comparisons, but everyone out, the rest of the cast was great. The worlds were pretty cool. I did feel what a lot of people say in that sense of GG's. Thank you, Raider Sonic, in the YouTube chat. I appreciate that. I did feel the barrenness that a lot of people said. The kind of issue that people had with this game was the fact that a lot of the worlds felt too big for what you're trying to do. Like, there's a lot of, even with, like, you know, each world had 200 quills and 20 some pages to get, they still felt very big and barren to an extent, which I could definitely agree with that, which the remake is mending by adding even more stuff to these worlds, which is great. But in terms of this actual game, I understand that complaint wholeheartedly. I like the overall design of the worlds. I liked the overall design of the worlds. They were very cool. I liked the themes, being like a random tribal town for the first world, the ice world. As much as I hate the maze in the ice world, it still is a fun world overall. The swamp level mixing as like a Halloween level, that was fun. The casino level I enjoyed. And the space level was super cool. Like, all those levels were like pretty great. Like, I enjoyed the overall design of them. They were cool. It's just that they like, again, they were too big for their own good, basically. What else? I think a lot of the pagey things were pretty unique and pretty fun to try and figure out. I enjoyed that aspect where it was just trying to figure shit out. And once you figure it out, it's like, oh yeah, cool. But kind of doing your own sense of like, oh, this was the intended way, but I did it this way kind of deal. Like, I like that as well. I like the overworld. The overworld was pretty nice. I liked how it like connected everything kind of deal. Kind of similar to Kazooie and Tooie and stuff like that. Weaver in the YouTube chat said, well, glad I was part of the back end for that. Well, I appreciate you being here. I think it was nice to talk about all the random bullshit as not great it is to talk about at times. It's still a good reminder that to be just decent people, basically. But I think I would have been losing my mind even worse than I already was if I wasn't like actively talking in a subject, so that helped. But what else? The final boss was okay. There was some bullshit with it. I think it was a little jank, but it was kind of fun to be like figuring out how to get past like certain elements in the final boss fight and stuff like that. That last section with the rockets was bullshit though. I did not enjoy that at all. Like, the physics of them following you was fine, but It's the fact that I was flying around to try and get them to follow to where Mayor B was, and I would land on a random invisible wall, and then therefore everything got ruined, and then I took damage 1, 2, 3 times, and then that was just killing the run basically. So I didn't enjoy that section at all, but I think the overall boss fight was fun to kind of figure out. But I also kind of figured the final boss would have some bullshit in it because of, again, Grunty and Banjo-Kazooie is still pretty bullshit to this day. Even if you have a lot of experience in collectathons like this, or Banjo-Kazooie, Tooie, all of them, basically. Like, if you have a ton of experience in this type of genre, Gruntilda's still bullshit. I'm just gonna say it. The ending was kind of whatever because of it being a fake out, but I think I'm also more whatever with it because this is like 7 years after this game came out or whatever. I know that a sequel was made and the sequel turned out really good from what a lot of people said. I'll probably play it on stream at some point. Honestly, I don't know when, but I'll probably play it on stream. But I overall did enjoy this. Was it the, you know, penultimate like successor to the Baron Bird? No, of course not. But I do think that overall the game's good. I think if you try and separate it, you're not saying they're thinking about Banjo-Kazooie, you're not saying they're thinking about how it's the devs of Banjo-Kazooie, you're just thinking about it as its own game, it's fine. It's fine. But I think when you put the pressure of it being the same devs, the same people, same composer, like everything, like, you're gonna be a lot more harsh on it because that's just how it goes with these spiritual successors. You go with these spiritual successors and you have a lot more pressure on them to be like your childhood instead of being their own separate games, but made by the same people. And they get harsh, they get critiqued a lot more heavily comparatively. But that's it. 145 pages, 1010 quills. Let's now see what that stupid tonic is for beating the game. Let's go at least do that, and then we'll probably start wrapping up stream. But yeah, the game's good. I am still very excited for the remake because everything that people are basically sitting there saying about the remake is that it truly is close to the actual like Banjo-Kazooie successor that we should have gotten when this game came out. But you know, they have more of a budget, so they're able to make it better and stuff like that. So I hope it turns out good. Fuck off. You're kidding me. No, fuck that. You're telling me the thing you get for beating the game is make the game harder? Fuck off. Absolutely not. That was so disappointing. Weaver in the YouTube chat says, well, yeah, no, the pay of a one viewer stream on YouTube, one support. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Would like to try and watch more. Well, I'm pretty much here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Where Mondays are my Switch 2 Mondays, and Wednesday and Fridays are just kind of whatever. I am looking forward to the remake. It's looking solid. I 100% agree. I'm just still so mad about how I manifested the announcement of the release date to come literally today. I specifically manifested and said it's gonna happen today or like at most Monday after I beat the game. And will 'em fucking behold. Wake up this morning, oh my god, Yukari Playley has a release date. Like, god, I knew it. I knew I was going to be right about that. It's like I have no proof of this whatsoever, but it's like a dev has watched this entire thing and specifically was just like, Leia Chuckton specifically says that we're going to announce it on this day. Let's fuck with her and say it is. And then it happens. Like, it just feels like that. This isn't the first time I've weirdly manifested something into reality. I think my number one manifesting is beating Onimusha 1 and then a reboot of Onimusha being announced the next night at the Video Game Awards. Fucking insane. But no, I am looking forward to the remake. It looks super solid. I'm just happy there's no stamina bar. That's probably my biggest thing that I'm so happy about. Including a stamina bar in a game like this is like putting a stamina bar in Banjo-Kazooie when you're trying to ride Kazooie to go faster to other places and go up hills and stuff like that. It's just stupid. It shouldn't have even left the conference room, basically. But like that, the extra challenges look super fun that they're adding to make the world feel more alive. The graphics look pretty. Like the remake overall is looking super solid, and I cannot wait for it. October 15th, it'll be very nice. I will either have help in getting the game for the $30 or I'll be able to purchase it on my own. Regardless, I definitely will be getting it and playing it at some point. Not immediately, because we just beat this and I kind of need a break from ukulele. That's a little bit more than a month and a half. But oh well. I guess I'm here now. But I'll definitely play at some point. Maybe even stream it at some point. I don't know. But I definitely will play the Impossible Lair at some point too on stream, because I that's the one, like, ukulele got kind of like ripped to shreds, like I said. Like, you either liked it or you hated it profusely, basically. But ukulele and the Impossible Lair has been something that I've basically heard nothing but good things about since it's released, when people actually talk about it. So I definitely want to give it a shot at some point. I like side scrollers, so I'll be very curious to see how that game goes. But that's pretty much it. So that's game Y. Ukulele is done. So pretty much plan is at the moment is that Monday we'll be back for more Switch 2 Mondays. It'll be something random. I don't know what. I'm still leaning on Rifta the Necrodancer, but why am I like leaning so badly? So it'll either be Rifta the Necrodancer or something random for Switch 2 Mondays, because I don't want to start anything long term, because the week after is when Hollow Knight Silksong comes out, and that'll be all day Switch 2 Mondays every Monday until I beat it. Wednesday will be a side game. I said originally it was probably going to be some Marvel Rivals, but I do have a game that was sent to me via Keymailer, so I do have an obligation to go ahead and play that game, so we'll probably just do that, as long as, you know, the game runs fine and doesn't blow up my computer while I'm streaming it. And Friday will be most likely, not most likely, but likely beginning and ending of not only Game Z, but the A through Z list in general, which would be very exciting. Yeah, I do have a Discord. I'll go ahead and put into the respective chats. So if anyone watching wants to go ahead and pop into the Discord, we would love to have you. If there's anything entertaining, they'll be uploaded to a TikTok channel at lady_chuckton. If you want to see any updates about myself, you go ahead and follow my Blue Sky page. Lady Chuckton. Wow, I forgot my name for a second. Or join the Discord that I just put in the chat. If you were interested in doing a W order, you use code Chuckton 10% off. And I have a throne. I do have a throne that if anyone was willing to go ahead and help me out with random gifts, I really would appreciate it, especially in this time that I do not have a job at the moment. I can't afford things as much as I specifically wanted to, but you know, if you want to, I'm not gonna try and force people. Basically, that's really scummy to try and force people to try and give you stuff, so not gonna force it. But if you want to go ahead, I really would appreciate. And same goes with my Ko-Fi link at the bottom right. I would enjoy some good old donations, stuff like that, but again, only if you want to. YouTube and TikTok, I'm gonna go ahead and say goodbye to you guys while I go ahead and finish off my lovely Twitch chat. So see you guys on Monday.